What did you see today?
Well, we saw a ceremony, and we saw the body of a past Rinpoche who was in a meditative position, and no smell, even though it's a dead, no smell. It's very religious and brought everybody together.
You talk about the vibration things.
Oh yeah.
What happened?
Well, when I stepped up, I felt like an aura. It's not like it's like, you know, when you read the room, you know, you can feel like the tension of the room or like the pressure. Well, I felt the aura, especially when I stepped on top and I saw the body wrapped in the cloth. I felt the aura. I wouldn't say it's some extraterrestrial. I'm not gonna say it's some spiritual thing, but I definitely felt the power of the person who used to be.
So how can you describe your like vibration thing?
I can describe it only as you gotta see it to believe it. Yeah. No matter what I say, I can never describe it.
What is your first reaction?
My first reaction was wow. Like, I thought I was going to see just a corpse of like maybe some like human remains, but it was wrapped in some ceremonious clothing, wrapped in probably some ancient religious clothing. Had like a crown piece, a red cloth over the face, in a position, the portrait right next to it. I thought it was very beautiful, and I first thought it was going to be morbid, but still amazing experience. But at the end, I realized it was a beautiful and inspiring experience.
How can you describe this kind of ceremonies?
I don't know how I can describe it. Well, I think I should describe it. It's like you know, all those movies where you talk to your ancestors. Well, let's just take the core beliefs of that. When you're there present, you're present with your ancestors, and you're staring directly at the body. It's like it's something else. It doesn't feel like looking at another human. It looks like looking at an extraterrestrial who's looking down upon us, judging us, and I think that's very unique.
What did you experience today?
It was a profound experience, something that connected me with my culture. Like, I couldn't understand it, and of course, coming into it before like having previous knowledge, I thought of it as like some mystical experience. And when you think of the dead and you think of things that happen after life, it's very strange, because all cultures around the world have something like this. Like ancient Mayans have mummies, the Egyptians have that. Like the preservation of the dead, it was a very ancient and like symbolic ceremony. It was very amazing.
What makes you amazed?
What makes me amazed is the ancient traditions. Like, this is probably something that's been going on for thousands and thousands of years, and in 2021 we're here to witness it. Even though this is such a, like, even the language that we speak, it's not from us, it's from our ancient ancestors who developed it, and we're still sticking on that tradition. So yeah.
How about your friends who don't...
How about my friends?
Who never experienced this kind of things, right?
Well, it's hard to say if they never experienced it, because even Christians have something like a wake where they go to see the dead body. But something like this, where it has like implications that, oh, this was a great person, and implications such as like this person might have transcended what humans are. Like maybe they wouldn't understand that, but I still think it would be an amazing experience, because it's not like a funeral, but it's more of like a celebration and like a remembrance of that person's life. And it probably shows us the direction that we should be heading. Like, we should aspire to be like those people. Oh, my message is, if you have the opportunity to view it or to experience it, that you should immediately, because it's not something that you can see on YouTube, or it's not something that you can read about it and you think you understand it. It's like when you read that a polar bear is 6 foot, you don't really understand how big that is, or like you don't really understand how big of an animal that is. It's just like this. You will never experience something like this just because you read it.
So what did you learn today?
I learned that we love to preserve our culture. I think that's very important.